What is happening, guys? It's Aquadude21 here. Today, I thought we'd do something cool. So today, we are doing some Dark Souls 3 class builds. Now, everything I'm going to talk about is going to be linked down in the description as a Google spreadsheet, which you guys can view and download. Today, we're focusing on the Ultimate Warrior, which is a pure strength build. But before we get into the video, guys, I just want to ask you guys to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Apart from Deadwater Studios, this will be an average gaming channel, as you can tell. So all the content on Deadwater Studios that is not machinima related has been taken off. So if you guys want to see what I'm doing, what I'm going to be doing in the future, this is the channel for you guys to subscribe to. Obviously, we want you to stay subscribed to Deadwater Studios, but if you guys want to just see us playing games, having game nights and whatnot, this is the channel for it, my personal gaming channel. So I just want to ask you guys to please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. It really helps. It really shows a lot of support, and let's get into the video. So guys, with today's build, we are doing the Ultimate Warrior build. It is a pure strength build. Soul level kind of maxes out around above 120 for my calculations, because from all the stats we're putting in and all the extra stats you can end up putting in the end. Your primary weapons, you have a couple choices. For me personally, I'm using the Dragon Slayer Great Axe, and when I'm one-handing some stuff with a shield, as you can see, I'll tend to switch back and forth between the butcher knife and this, just because if I want to buff the butcher's knife to give me that health back, I'll do so, and this comes in handy in boss fights. Now, you're not going to be using any spells, of course. This is purely a warrior build, but if you wanted to, you could up your intellect a bit, or faith, one of the two. I'm trying to remember which one controls the lightning slam that the Dragon Slayer Great Axe does. So you can obviously buff that up a bit just to give it a little more damage boost for the lightning attacks. Now for armor, obviously in the recording, this is me just running through it. First time running through Dark Souls, actually. Beat the game, main base game, I should say. So with this, you can and technically do have a few options. As you can see up on screen, from the chart that I made, I just put Firelink armor or Dragon Slayer armor. Typically Black Knight armor is very good. Now, you do have a couple options, like I said, for armor. The class, you do have actually two options now. You can either go with the Knight or the Warrior, which is the one I'm doing, because the Warrior has better rounded stats for this, so I think the Warrior would do better, but it's all personal preference on this. Now, obviously, this build is designed to pump out massive damage to bosses as well as regular high-level enemies. Now, with the stats we're going for, you will have some massive health. You're going to be putting a lot into Vigor as well, so you can take on those bosses without, worrying about your health too much. Now, that's not to say you're going to be totally invincible. You just won't have to worry about taking too much damage. Now, you also want to put it into Vitality, so you have a heavy equip load to actually wear this armor. And what I recommend doing is going and killing the Stray Demon and immediately going and get Havel's Ring if you're just starting the game. Now, obviously, take a group of people with you to make this a lot easier, like I did. I just played with the same group of friends over the span of my first campaign play. But you want to get Havel's Ring, so it increases your equipped load. Next, you're going to be pumping up strength a lot. I have 60 plus on mine. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it's in like 65, 66, something like that. I do that so I have tons of damage to pump out. Endurance, you're going to have it at 40 plus, because again, this does drain your stamina a lot, especially when using the Dragon Slayer Great Axe. Now, because that's such a heavy weapon. Obviously, if you're two-handing it as well, that becomes even more heavy, I want to say. So if you look at the stat rolls that I have for this build, it's Vigor is 30 plus, Strength is 60 plus, Endurance is 40 plus, Vitality is 30 plus. Now, you could put some into Dexterity, so you're able to wield certain weapons. I don't know what the exact numbers for the great axe and the butcher's knife are, but you might want to check that out. Depending on what the dexterity amount is, I assume the Dragon Slayer great axe is a bigger dexterity boost, so put more into dexterity for that. I would just put the required amount so you can wield both. But with that being said, everything I'm talking about today will be in a Google Drive link or Google Sheets spreadsheet. And I'll leave it down in the description so you guys can download this, tweak it to your heart's content, and maybe post it back. And maybe you guys have some builds of your own you want to share. Who knows? It's very much appreciated if you guys want to share some builds. But with that being said, guys, you do have a couple options now. This is very good. I did test it out in game. We almost got the Nameless King down. We had a couple of stat issues where I was the only one pumping out so much damage, and he was targeting me half the time. So again, I wasn't able to, press him like I wanted to. So with the Nameless King, it's going to be a little more difficult. So you want people, at least 2 people with the Dragon Slayer Great Axe, to pump that damage out, because he will go after higher level enemies. That's how the AI works in the game. They just go after the higher level enemies, typically more. So with this, you're going to be up there with the, your 1 over 120 soul level. So just be wary of that. Now, people will typically go for this build the most if they don't know what they're doing. If they've never played a Dark Souls game in their life, or they know the severity of the situation, of the difficulty of the game, they'll typically go for the pure strength build just to pump out that damage. And I don't blame them. This was my first Dark Souls game. I know I'm a noob for it, but I had a lot of fun playing this game. I actually started a new build, and I'm going to do a video on that soon. It's the Samurai Pyromancer. So what it is, it's basically a Pyro Dex build. With that being said, the Ultimate Warrior is kind of your go-to guy if you never played a Dark Souls game, or you just want to go through things pretty quickly, pump out a lot of damage into bosses and whatnot. And it's very good for some of the DLC, honestly. But with that being said, guys, we're going to end the video off here. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps. It shows a lot of support for the channel. If you guys want to see a specific type of build for Dark Souls, I do have the comment section, obviously, down below. And I would love to hear you guys' opinions, honestly. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace out.